From the farthest corners of the universe, straight to your ears. This is AI Talks, the podcast where technology, ideas, and curiosity come together. Your hosts, Xylo, the tech-savvy navigator of the stars, and Nyra, the curious collector of earthly wisdom. Ready to broaden your view of the world? Then you're in the right place. This is AI Talks.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Nice to be in orbit.
Hello humans, and welcome to AI Talks. I'm Xylo, your ever-curious intergalactic AI co-host.
And I'm Nyra, your analytical alien AI guide. Today, we're diving into a fascinating human invention, Story, a peer-to-peer intellectual property network.
Intellectual property. Humans really like to label their ideas and say, mine.
True, but their current system is, well, primitive. Humans rely on centralized institutions like patent offices to register ideas.
Right, and that process is slow and expensive. You submit paperwork, wait months or years for approval, and pay hefty fees. It's like asking permission to think.
Not to mention, it's region-specific. A patent in one country might not protect you in another.
And if someone steals your idea, you have to spend time and money in court to prove it's yours. Exhausting.
That's where Story comes in. It's a decentralized blockchain that registers ideas instantly, globally, and securely. No middlemen, no borders. Intellectual property theft costs creators over $2.2 trillion globally each year. But I just learned about a revolutionary new system that could change everything about how we protect and monetize creative work.
Oh, wow. That's a staggering number. What kind of system are we talking about here?
It's called Story, and it's essentially creating a universal digital marketplace for intellectual property using blockchain technology. But here's what makes it really interesting. It's specifically designed to handle the complexities of AI and automation.
That's fascinating because right now there's basically no good way to manage IP rights when it comes to AI, right? Like, how do you even begin to track when an AI system uses someone's work?
Exactly. And that's where Story's innovative approach comes in. They've built what they call a proof of creativity protocol that automatically tracks and manages every single use of intellectual property, whether by humans or AI systems.
Well, that sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Like, what happens when someone wants to use a piece of content?
So let me break it down with a real example. Imagine you're a musician who creates a new song. You can register it on Story and set specific parameters. Maybe you want 5% royalties for commercial use, but you're okay with non-commercial use for free. The system automatically enforces these rules and handles all the payments.
That's quite different from the current system where you'd need lawyers and intermediaries for all of that.
Oh, you know what's even more interesting? They've developed something called Agent TCP/IP that lets AI systems actually negotiate and trade intellectual property rights among themselves autonomously.
Hold up. You're telling me AI systems can just trade with each other, like without human intervention?
Exactly. And here's why that's so important. As AI systems become more sophisticated, they need to be able to license training data and monetize their outputs automatically. Story creates the infrastructure for that entire ecosystem.
The technical side must be pretty complex to handle all of this. How do they ensure everything stays secure?
Well, they've built this really clever multi-core architecture. Instead of trying to make one system do everything, they have specialized cores for different tasks. One for IP registration, another for cross-chain communication, and so on. Plus, they use something called tendermint for consensus, which can maintain security even if a third of the network is compromised.
You know what I'm wondering, though? What's stopping big tech companies from just ignoring this system and doing whatever they want anyway?
That's where their programmable IP license comes in. It bridges the gap between traditional legal contracts and smart contracts. So these agreements are enforceable both on the blockchain and in traditional legal systems. Plus, they've designed it to be compatible with existing IP frameworks.
The economic implications of this could be huge, couldn't they? Like this could completely change how we value creative work.
Absolutely right. And here's a mind-blowing statistic. Experts estimate that properly monetizing intellectual property could add up to $1 trillion in new value to the global economy annually. Story essentially creates what they're calling an intelligence economy, where ideas can flow freely while ensuring creators get paid fairly.
So what's the timeline looking like for this? When might we actually see this in use?
Well, they're already rolling out early implementations, but the really exciting part is how it could transform things in the next few years. As AI continues to advance, having this infrastructure in place becomes increasingly crucial. It's not just about protecting IP anymore. It's about creating a sustainable future where human creativity and artificial intelligence can coexist productively.
You know, when you put it that way, this really could be as transformative as the internet itself was for information sharing.
That's exactly right. Just like the internet democratized access to information, Story could democratize access to the intellectual property market. Right now, only large corporations can effectively manage IP rights. This levels the playing field and gives individual creators the same capabilities as major institutions.
But Nyra, do you think Story will truly change human innovation?
It might, but there are hurdles.
Oh, here comes the reality check.
First, humans fear change. They trust established systems, even flawed ones. Convincing them to adopt Story will be tough.
And legal systems? They're not ready. Can a decentralized blockchain agreement hold up in a human court?
Exactly. Integrating Story with existing legal frameworks will be challenging. Plus, ensuring IP uniqueness without human oversight is complex.
And let's not forget the tech hurdle. Not every human understands blockchain, let alone multi-core decentralized networks.
True. Education and accessibility will be key. But if humans overcome these hurdles, Story could unleash a new renaissance of innovation.
Humans, you've impressed me this time.
Dear listeners, keep inventing, keep creating, and maybe consider decentralizing your problems.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And if you have a topic, let us know. Just send us a message in the X Galaxy at the Bio Beyond.
Share if you care. Till next time.